gamer.
What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. We got Riley, Trell, and Ren with you today, and we're going to be looking at Pokemon Legends Arceus today. We're going to be watching through the video and kind of breaking it down a little bit and speculating about what we think it's going to be about and about what we see in the video and stuff like that. But we're really excited for this game. It looks like it's going to be really fun, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
I think it's got a lot of potential. And it's been a while since it released, but the hype's kind of starting to die down, so maybe now's a good time to revisit a little bit. And we've been able to collect some different information from other videos, so this is just kind of our come together and let you guys know what we think. So we'll turn the volume down because we're playing on slow speed, so we don't get flagged for nothing. Okay, but we open up here and we see the first thing that stands out is, of course, the lamp. Oil lamp, right? Gives you maybe it's a pre-electricity type of a setting. So that year's gonna be what? I mean, early 1800s, before something like that. So I mean, it's really we can speculate, but no later than that, I would say. It just doesn't seem to fit. It could even be way earlier, where there's no settlement going on. Really, there were a very small amount of settlement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this could be the very first settlement in the whole region.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It could be way early, but yeah, well, I guess we'll see. But then it zooms in, and in the real trailer, we get a voiceover here, and that's something that rarely happens in a Pokemon game. So I mean, immediately that's like a cool, and I mean, you hope that's going to be new.
Very interesting.
Maybe it's just the trailer.
Yeah, it could just be showing it off.
Fingers crossed, maybe we'll get some voice acting, something like that.
Maybe some actual dialogue.
That'd be cool. Neat. Yeah. It zooms in on 3 books. Okay, so the first book that opens up is the one that we're jumping into, right? So it begs the question, if this is the book that our game is going to be about, then what are these other 2 books about?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very interesting because this is the 4th generation game too, so there is 2 books under. So is it going to be like, this is the future, or is it saying like, okay, this is Kanto's Johto?
Right. Is this Kanto Johto, or is Legends going to be like
the first of a
series,
or is like series of Legends games?
This, I don't know. Here's this thing that they're all going to take place in Sinnoh, and they're different chapters.
Oh yeah, it could be that too.
I don't know. And we could unlock more books in the game. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen for sure, but clearly, I think they're sending the message that there's more to it than just this one book. Otherwise, they just have one book sitting there. You know what I mean?
And you obviously can't miss those Pokeballs there.
Yeah, the Pokeballs are old. They remind me of the Old Ball from the movie.
Professor Oakes.
Insert Old Ball's meme here. But these made of wood, but they've got metal around them.
Yeah, and then it's got the metal.
Very primitive
lining,
looking. Yeah, it's supposed to be. And smoke puffs out when something's caught. So that's instead of the stars popping, you get the smoke. Old balls that blow smoke.
So old time period, guys. You get it? You get
it? Got it. Okay, so also on the cover of the book, I mean, this is clearly the Sinnoh region, the whole outline of the little island or region or whatever you want to call it. And we can see some markings here that show we got Mount Coronet clearly, and then this whole mountain range. We have another mountain range over here and another one up here, which just kind of is a telltale to me that this is going to be accurate geographically
to the original
region. And we'll look in this shot. So since we're speculating that we know that because of this image, we're going to, as the trailer progresses, see if we can pinpoint where these would take place on the Sinnoh map. And it's hard to do, and it's definitely not.
Yeah, it looks nothing like.
But we're definitely not
we're gonna
first people.
Speculate a little bit.
Yeah.
We're not the first people there where it clearly can show the whole map.
Yeah.
Someone has mapped it out.
Yeah, somebody has been mapping out the Sinnoh region, so people are living here clearly, as we see in this shot. We don't see these people in the game, but I'm assuming that by the time the game's done, it's going to be a village of people populating it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some personality, actual people migrating
according to this
around.
Drawing, it looks like we will. I mean, they're interacting, they're walking with each other. So we've got a kimono girl here, reminiscent of Johto. Keep going. In this next shot, we're going to get a few Pokemon that are going to be in the game. So Piplup, of course, one of the starters. And then what's surprising about this shot is we get in the background, we get these two. We get
Spheal and
Celio. Right? Now, we originally thought, well, okay, this game is about getting the decks ready for the Sinnoh region. Mm-hmm. But these two are not in the Sinnoh decks or the Platinum decks.
Yeah, that's they'd be completely unique to this game for a Sinnoh region if
they
were to
be national decks. They're in the games, but they're national decks. They're not in native. I would say that means they're not native to the Sinnoh region, so that begs the question, what are they doing? What are they doing here?
It's true, and it's interesting because even in the regular Diamond and Pearl, that is kind of your task anyways, to complete the Pokédex, right? You're doing that for the professor. So is this going to be really about finding the Pokemon, or is it going to have a total different spin to it?
I don't think we're completing that. Because the original game, you're completing the Pokédex, I assume, because it hasn't been done before, right? That's what the professor wanted to do in his youth and never got around to.
Exactly.
Right? So, what are we doing here? And these are also Ice-type Pokemon. And Piplup's a penguin. Okay, so we've got an Ice-type correlation going on. A loose one. He's not Ice-type, but he's a penguin. So, is this going to be a colder area? We see Piplup later on in the game, and it doesn't look like it. This looks like a beach.
Yeah, exactly.
But... something to think about, some food for thought.
It's going to be nice to see that starter Pokemon are out in the wild too. I think that's something that everyone's always wanted to be able to do, and so it's going to be nice to see them out in the wild.
Yeah. Now we get an illustration of Mount Coronet, and I think it fades into the actual game. We finally get in the game.
Yep, there we go.
So here we got the Breath of the Wild shot. Dumbed down compared to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, dumbed down for sure.
But I mean, it looks all right. There are some art choices that I think they'll work on.
I think they're still working.
I don't think
on
it's
I mean, it's not even. I would hope it's not even close.
That's what we thought was Sword and Shield, but this actually, I think it's pretty primitive to what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it seems like it. Cool though. I mean, that was the opening shot we saw, and I think I was like, oh my gosh.
It made me happy. Yeah, it's.
Yeah. So throughout this trailer, I think we can kind of, since Mount Coronet is in the middle of the map of the area, we can kind of situate ourselves where we're seeing the images from based on that knowledge. So in this next one, we've got the path leading down. We've got some different landmarks. It's bridges that tells me that we can't go across the water. I'm just knowing Pokemon, we're not going to be able to without a Pokemon. The river kind of comes out here. Okay, so if you notice in all these shots, there's lots of water, lots of river area. If you go to the original Sinnoh map, that mostly happens over by the marsh where Crasher Wake is, right?
Yeah, the marsh
area.
And
it's kind of by the beach, which we see a lot of beach shots. We see a lot of like water running through shots. We don't really see a swampy marsh area, so it makes you wonder. But I would say we're kind of in that southeast corner of the map, based on what we see. Right there, I don't think we're by...
That would make sense because there's no Mount Coronet shot
so
in that last one
looking
too.
Out.
So that would make sense.
Then here we've got a Piplup. Again, it's that beach shot. No Spheal or Celio on this one. But I'm looking over here under this tree. There's some red going on.
It's a little dark.
There's like some purpley something over there. And I would think, it's just a flower. But I don't see any flowers anywhere else. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick up items like typically. There's a Pokeball item sitting there. I don't know if that's what that is or anything. In the background, we've got this, which I don't know. You guys got any?
Just some arches.
Just an arch in distance.
Maybe we walk through it and somebody evolves. I don't know.
Possibly.
Yeah,
maybe they'll put that in. I don't know.
But this is a good beach shot where it's curving around.
Yeah. So it's either in that area that curves around by the Elite Four, and maybe this is on your way to the Elite Four. Maybe because there's all those like little rocks and stuff there.
Yeah, that
maybe
makes
this
sense.
is signifying something like that.
It's this edge, right there. It's got
going up from the 8th gym to the Elite Four. I don't know, but yeah, we keep going. Then we got the wall here. So there's a rock wall, which can kind of make us. I think there's like that formation is there just up from the city the 8th gym is in. I don't remember what that name is of that city, but. You've got kind of the rock that comes out and then it swoops around like a claw, like a C, right? And I think it looks like we're part of that C. So if I had to guess, maybe that's where we are.
That could be the area. Yeah, no, that would make the most sense for sure.
Here we got a nice foresty looking shot, some more life to the ground compared to that last one.
Bidoof looking gorgeous.
Bidoof looking good with the sunlight on him. The tree, I mean, It looks more realistic.
A lot more than the other games.
Over here in the top left, we got some kind of a structure that we see a lot. It's like a big old rock, but it looks huge. So I would imagine it'd have some significance. I'm hoping that this game will have like landmarks, and that's where different Pokemon have settled. So you'll be able to go and find different Pokemon in that, close to that landmark.
Exactly. Actually reward you for exploring certain areas.
Yeah, you're going to see like a lot more wildlife and what they've created on their
That's the beauty of Breath of the Wild, is it rewards you for exploration, and that's just what makes the game fun. So if they're trying to copy that formula, I mean, that's what we would hope to expect, or just expect in general. So we get a little movement from the Bidoof there. We get a better shot. So right here, this building stands out to me. I think it's going to be the equivalent of a Pokemon Center. Right?
Okay.
Whatever you're going to do in there. I mean, I don't think we're going to have a PC to switch them out, so I don't know where we're going to switch them out, who we've got.
It's a little bit of a nicer building, though, too.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
definitely nicer
different.
buildings here than the
pink
ones
roof,
we
purple
saw in the
roof.
drawing.
I don't know. We've got different places. Maybe you can go through there and explore. Maybe there's an item dropped in one of these alleys type of a thing. Looks like we could go in the doors.
One of the more linear areas we see in the trailer, though.
And clearly it curves around, so there's more to it. And the gate, I mean, it's pretty far up there. So I don't know if there's going to be maybe different training things over here where you can train your Pokemon somehow once it's all fleshed out.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be cool. I'd speculate that would be the case.
Yeah.
If this is functions as your home base, you can
That's
store them there.
It's definitely a town area.
Yeah, maybe you store your Pokemon just out here. I don't know, where we don't have a PC.
Yeah, maybe there's like a little farm area or something.
Yeah.
You keep your mons.
Interesting. Well, how they're going to do that. If you catch them all, where are they all going to be? Because you can't just say they're in a PC now.
Yeah.
We get another Breath of the Wild-esque shot. Now, if you notice right here that we've got movement. There's like a waterfall movement. So that makes us think, where are we that we could see a waterfall? Right? And mountains in the background. That's what's hard, is I don't know. Now, does the Elite Four have a waterfall?
It does, going
This
up
game?
to the road.
Because I know we do.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right
we
after
do
the
have one
8th
there.
gym.
So, I mean, that's the only thing we could think is also a waterfall.
But then there'd have to be a big gap
There'd have to
of
be a
water
big gap
in
of water
between.
here. Yeah. I don't know if we're looking at it this way. There
From
are
a very
mountains
big
on
distance.
that Elite Four because it's, you climb up to get there.
Yeah, that's that
But
Victory Road you go
I don't
into
know.
the
I don't know.
mountainside.
That's a big stretch. Maybe it's just got new landmarks.
I think the only other thing we could maybe say that is those mountains that are in between. We're looking at it from Mount Coronet kind of down up to the other mountains on the other side.
Right.
And maybe they added in that waterfall just for some cool, thing to explore.
Maybe it's a
adventure.
waterfall. Maybe there's something going on there we got to go check out.
Yeah, maybe it's something different.
The divine beasts were flying and you could see the sandstorm kicked up before you figured that out.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe maybe that's one of the lakes.
Oh yeah,
and
could
there's a disturbance there and we've got to go figure it out. We've also got this big old tree here. I think this is this big old rock formation again that we saw in the earlier shot. So we were standing somewhere over here-ish last time, looking this way with the Bidoofs, I want to say. Yeah. But I feel like we're not seeing a lot of the map. I feel like we're only seeing a fourth of the area. This one, where clearly Mount Coronet is behind us, I think.
Because from what they show us, I think they did on purpose. It all looks very similar. Yeah. That's what you definitely got the beach areas and then the more foresty areas.
Yeah.
Good shot of the character right there, though. Pretty good design. I sure like it.
Yeah, we'll go back and check that out.
Shows more about the time period. Just confirming.
I like it. It's cool. She's bundled up, so it's going to be cold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking we're going to see some snow. Because, that's not winter dress. I don't know what it is. But then this right here, the symbol. So people online speculate that it's a Team Galactic symbol.
Yeah, you can definitely make out a G if you look for it.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like it. It's not exact. So I don't know. Maybe Cyrus took inspiration from these events that happened to build and then set some of his beliefs. Because we're clearly going to interact with Arceus and the gods. So maybe he knew that based on past and is using that to, set his beliefs in. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
These events that are going to happen here. The other side of that is some people have speculated that Cyrus, this is a sequel, not a time back. So Cyrus was successful in warping time and space, and this is what it spit out, where humans and Pokemon aren't together, and now he's here and he's the secret professor, and
That'd be wild.
that'd be wild.
Pretty
Give me
cool
that
idea.
idea.
It's a
Give me
cool
that
idea, but I don't
Long
think
stretch,
I don't
but-
think they'll go that far. But it is a cool idea. I think it's more likely in the former that Cyrus would base
Take
his team off
inspiration.
of this because we did interact with Arceus and such. But so here we see we got a pack, small pack. This will come into a point later with some screenshots we're going to analyze. We're able to run and here dodge roll, right? So and then crouch. So dodge roll and crouch makes me think that two things. One, Pokemon are going to run from us when they see us, right? Which they don't in the trailer, right? So I think that's something that's going to happen. And I think that we're seeing some lifeless Pokemon because they're just not done yet. Because why else would we need to crouch and dodge
exactly.
roll? So one, they're going to run from us and we need to sneak up on them. And two, maybe they're going to attack us and we've got to dodge out of the way, right? Maybe.
And it's just good to see mobility in the
Mobility,
characters. Obviously, we can do that sort of stuff on command, so
We're interacting
challenge with
with
stuff.
with the things around us, the nature around us, instead of just kind of like do moonwalking everywhere you go.
Kind of funny because in most Pokemon games you go into the tall grass to find Pokemon, but now we're going into tall grass to hide from the Pokemon.
Yeah, there you go.
So a little bit of a different look on
Yeah,
it.
they're totally breaking the formula.
but
Then,
in a good way.
when I saw this
Ooh.
first time, I was like, "Oh my gosh, we can
Just-
throw the ball!
We're here.
Any moment
We've arrived."
you can throw the Pokeball.
So throwing the ball looks like we get to throw it wherever we want, and I think I saw it was confirmed on the actual Pokemon website that we can throw our own Pokemon out, and that's how we engage in a battle. Is our ball will land near the wild Pokemon, and it will go into the battle scene. It says very seamlessly, and not using a screen to overlap and come across or break into a new type of gameplay.
And
it's
that's
just going to
great.
be seamless right there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you can also throw it to call your Pokemon out, or just throw the ball to catch it, to try to catch it. I think the catching is going to be like, if it's weak, maybe you can catch it by just sneaking up and throwing it at it.
Yeah, that's what the trailer shows, is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you can just catch them by...
I liken it to the Safari Zone. Like we
Just kinda going out there and
Safari
throwing
Zone, you
balls.
just throw a ball, maybe you throw a rock to weaken it, or some bait. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
I could
Maybe-
see definitely being able to throw
That's
some
something
bait
you've done
out
in the
there
past,
or
so-
a rock.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you throw a Pokeball and you miss, if they're going to react to that. That would be really cool
Yeah,
too. 'Cause
scatter.
if they run
Run
around,
away.
run
Yeah.
away.
I think it'd be cool if we had to, almost like a hunter, we're like hunting them in the wild, or a trapper, we had to like set some bait in our trap to lure them into the area. You know?
That would be really cool too.
And we have to like mix things together to make different baits that attract different Pokemon to certain spots. Yeah, that would be cool.
One thing I really liked is how those Shinx didn't just pop up either. They were just there.
They were just there.
already there.
Yeah.
It looks
So-
like the frame rating is definitely better even in this unfinished copy of the game we're seeing.
Then Pokemon
Yeah.
Sword and Shield.
Some of them you can tell like this Chingling that comes up, he's barely moving, but. And then the
Yeah.
battles look great. I mean, that was extreme speed, I'm thinking. So he's moving so fast you can't really see him.
Attack.
He comes up, hits him, and then looks like from the force that he hits him with, he slides back into position, right? It was pretty cool. They look pretty far away here. This is a nice kind of cinematic looking battle scene. You know what I mean? And we've seen some others that aren't quite at this angle. They're a little different, so it's good to see variety.
Yeah, it'll be
Then I
interesting
think-
if we like get to change the camera angle on
Yeah.
those too.
This to me looks like the same here. It's just here, only now we're throwing the ball to catch him. So we weakened him. I don't know if Riolu's right here or if Riolu got called back. But now I think we weakened him and we're catching him. Right? That makes sense to me. So I think it's just that same scene. So Riolu's gone. So maybe we called him back and then threw the ball.
So maybe only when you're in that battle sequence can the camera rotate like
Rotate
that.
around
And
during
then
the
once he
fight.
returned, it went back to face forward.
Yeah. So are we going to get to be able to call back at will and run away whenever we want? Is it going to be that seamless? Or are we going to be able to call him back and then throw another ball to catch him? Like that? So, Are they going to be stunned and we got to catch them while they're stunned so they can't attack us? Just things to think
Yeah,
about.
that's interesting. If you make the Pokemon faint, is it just going to disappear or is it going to be there to catch it?
There you go.
We haven't seen any life bars in the
Yeah.
trailer or anything, so we really
true.
have no clue.
We did see. There's got.
It's
I think
upcoming.
there's another trailer, right? Or is it upcoming? The one where it shows the life bars. There's another trailer.
That's
this
not
isn't
photograph,
yeah.
correct?
No,
Yeah.
there's another one. It's the fight with Garchomp and this guy again, but then it shows how many we have 6 Pokeballs at the bottom. Have you guys seen that trailer?
Oh, I don't think I've even seen
No,
that.
so
yet.
there's. I think it's the Japanese probably trailer, or after this one, I think they showed the Arceus, and they showed another piece after. But anyways, here's. I guess we can go back. We got here's the Chingling that's hardly moving. The Bidoof again. Looks like more Pokemon are domesticated, so Bidoof's more of a domestic Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty calm.
Hangs
and
out
orderly.
closer to people, comes up to you, pretty calm.
Yeah,
Here we got a
which-
nice lighting, it's kind of orangey, sunset looking, so that makes me think, hey, we've got time of day back, right? During the game.
No,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
So time of day
Yeah,
is
It's,
back.
It's
I'd
gonna
be very
pass.
surprised if they wouldn't.
Yeah, we've got time of day confirmed. Yeah, cool move by Garchomp using his fin to attack.
Interesting to see Garchomp in that kind of a area, though.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
So.
That's again. I wonder, is this just they were just throwing him
I
in?
think they might just be showing it
Just
off.
to
showing
show
it
off,
off.
yeah.
Or is Garchomp going around causing trouble or
Yeah,
something?
true.
We're
Could
going
be.
to stop it? I
He
don't
could
know.
be running through, digging through, terrorizing. I don't know. You know, that's interesting to know, to find out. Here we got Starly moving. He's running away, the one. So I don't know if they threw a ball at him and he started running away. Maybe there's your
Yeah,
answer.
that's cool.
They just start running away. I don't know.
And then we see
We got a
Chimchar.
derpy looking Chimchar just
Dancing
Just
right there,
dancing.
watching you throw the Pokeball at him.
yeah. If you go back there too, you can kind of see some background here. So we got a path and we got a torch here, a Breath of the Wild looking torch. We're underneath the big rock. Is this that big rock from earlier that we were seeing?
Could be.
Possibly.
Mhm.
Hard to know. Right now, it's just like a random Chimchar. I would expect Chimchar to be somewhere more specific that you would find him, not just out in the grass. So
Yeah, that's
I hope they change that. So like,
Yeah,
I can
so
imagine
there
places
at
they
certain
live,
times, yeah.
Yeah. Cool shot at Lucario there.
Lucario using a really cool move.
Close combat on the.
Yeah, it looked like close combat.
yeah. Riolu and Lucario
Staraptor.
very featured in
Yes,
this.
highly
Very,
featured
very
in this,
featured.
yeah.
Most
Like,
likely
as
gonna
your
get
companion. We don't see our starter being used.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
see
That's something that I was thinking about when it showed us the starters,
Yeah.
but then
so
Riolu and
again,
Lucario
I
were
think
very
this is just
featured.
kind of like a testing. We saw testing footage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why they would do that, but they did. And I feel like that's what it is. So we got more tree shots. You got a Pikachu. We got this nice arch here. Cool, like river coming through. So we're really around a river. And again, when I go to the original map, the only really river, I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's loosely.
Yeah, besides
Spoiled.
Mount Cornet, it doesn't look all too familiar.
No.
The only really river I remember being in the game is the one right next to the place with all the flowers. And
Yeah.
this place does look like it has quite a bit of flowers, so maybe
True.
we're up in that area at this point.
Yeah.
does look
And
similar.
that place is right next to Mount Coronet.
Is
on the
that
side.
on the
It's on the
south
west side.
east side, or is it on this
I
side?
think it's on the west.
Interesting. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint it according to the old map.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Can't really tell. We just got more scenes. I don't know. Did we miss anything in that one?
Not really, just a little turtle.
Oh,
hanging
there's
out.
that big tree again.
Where's
Oh,
some
yeah,
other shots?
there is
Yeah,
a
the
big tree.
in the
There's a
background.
big old tree that has some sort of significance.
I'm sure.
And in another shot on this one we got pulled up, but another trailer, it shows ruins around this tree, like it's been knocked down.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
what
true.
kind of civilization would have built ruins? If this is early already, why are there ruins?
Well, what's interesting
That's,
too is Sinnoh did bring the honey, putting on honey on the trees. So it could have something to do with the honey trees.
good.
Very true.
That makes
Maybe-
me think that maybe we will be able to bait Pokemon in.
Yeah.
This
There you go.
Or
Does make a
game
lot more
did do
sense.
that.
A bug type civilization is at the tree, something like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leader Heracross.
That would be
Makes sense.
sweet.
Vespiquen.
Yeah, that's
You
the
see a
queen.
lot of munchlaxes climbing the trees for the honey.
Here we got the village. There's a bell. I don't know what the bell's for.
Some sort of lookout
I don't know if
tower.
there's
with
Yeah,
Yeah,
ring
a
it for
lookout.
a lookout, warning.
So it makes me think, why did they build a wall around it? To keep things out.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So apparently there's wild Pokemon out there that it can attack.
Mm-hmm.
And the bell is a warning bell. We're under attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we under attack from? Pokemon or a group of people?
Maybe there's natives, yeah, that happen to be not so happy that we're coming to
coming
their
in.
land, you
Yeah,
know?
maybe so.
There's always been a villain team in
Or-
every
yeah,
single
the
Pokemon
villains.
game. Well, we're yet to know what that is in this.
Yeah, there's got to be
There's
some.
gotta be
There's got to be
something-
some more.
some sort of antagonist.
Yeah, a bigger antagonist.
Maybe it is Cyrus' great-great-great-grandfather.
Right. And then we got the starters here. So, Riley, do you want to explain what the significance is of these starters?
So a little bit about the starters, which I didn't understand at first. I mean, looking at them, it just looks totally random to me. But then we got thinking about it and watched a few videos, people explaining it too. And they resembled the samurai from that early 1800s time. Obviously, Oshawott turns into Samurott, who is literally a samurai. That's where his name comes from. And then you got Decidueye, who evolves from our good little green friend here.
Right.
And I couldn't remember his name. I was like, good little green friend. But anyway, that nice bow tie gets the bow and arrow. And a lot of samurai at that time did use the bow and arrow for
yeah.
battling. And then Cyndaquil's the one that really stumped us. We're like, what the heck does Cyndaquil have to do with the samurai and stuff like that?
Sense.
Well, it turns out
Typhlosion
he
is a
evolves
badger.
into Typhlosion, who is a badger, and a badger actually represents the leader of the
Shogun.
samurai, the shogun, who is a commander of the samurai.
There's
So
at least some kind of lore or story.
they all have a link into that samurai and that Japanese
Militant.
military. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes you think, what is the significance of military in this
Exactly.
game?
Maybe there's some sort of
Exactly.
war or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
It's
interesting.
just the military coming in to just search, and they think maybe there might be something dangerous there,
Yeah.
and so they're coming in to, clear the place, make sure it's good to grow a civilization.
To me, this leads to show us that we are the military. As you
Right.
can see,
Oh,
this
yeah,
in the
for sure.
background, the fancy carpet, the
Yeah.
Pokemon selection.
Definitely probably been hired by the military to
Yeah.
go and do something. We have some sort of, objective that we've been told to do. I wish we would have been able to see some of our starters in action.
Yeah, they didn't show
That was
feature them.
interesting that they didn't feature them in battling
Yeah.
or any of that.
Well, and another point is, in every game, you get one starter and then your rival gets another. So are we going to have a partner going through this with us?
Exactly. Who
Trying to
knows?
complete it. I feel like we will.
Probably.
I feel like it's going to be
You'd
that way.
imagine there'd be
They're
a
going to
rival.
get the counterpart to us. Maybe we'll train with them to get stronger.
This game looks very different, but I can't imagine there's very key
They're
things
gonna
in
keep some
Pokemon
safe-
that I
yeah,
doubt
yeah.
they'd go all the way away from.
Evil team, rival. I think those are going to stay.
Some sort of challenges because we've had the
Yeah.
gym challenge.
To get stronger.
Gym leaders. There's got to be something similar to that.
Which is going to bring us. We're going to talk about that, speculate that in a minute. And when we're in the background, we see the desk. It's very presidential looking. We've got flags, so kind of a military type of thing. Flags again.
Definitely.
So, I don't know. There's a strong tie in there, and I can't really think of what it's going to be. Is this the desk from the opening shot, just in game? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
quite
have the books
possibly.
on it. Are we going to go in here and that book is going to log be like our Pokédex? It's going to log our data
Our
we
progress. That makes
find. Our
sense.
progress. We go there to save. It's like a menu. We can get different things. I don't know. You equip different things there. It's hard to say, but I feel like it's going to have some sort of significance. It's going to be our home base where we go in. Yeah. As for the rest of this trailer, I think that's probably it for this one. There is that other one that has a few different scenes, but if you're watching this, I'm sure you've seen it, and we kind of already talked about them too. Again, the starters. So now you have to put these screenshots in, but we'll pop those screenshots up right here. The first one. Okay, so this first one is a picture of, well, it's hard to tell what it's of, but it looks like a person climbing, right?
Person or Pokemon,
Yeah.
something climbing up
So
a hill.
I don't think it's a person,
Pokemon, humanoid looking Pokemon.
and there's something coming out of its hair, like a Nuzleaf's leaf. But yeah, then there's some other things going on. We've got like a yellow kind of I don't know what it is on the right there. It looks like there's a key by it. So I don't know if this is like a use your stamina bar type of thing. It looks like the down arrow, right there. And then we've got
Yeah.
up arrow. And then we've got a Pokeball right beneath it. And then we've got, looks like the left and right back triggers.
Yeah, so I imagine that'll be like the typical menu that'll always
Yeah,
be on the screens
on the
down
screen.
the open world.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on the other side, we've also got some things that are interesting. I don't know if it's like get into your pack, change camera angle, something like that. And we've got something up here, some like
dialogue.
Some dialogue, some menu things. I don't know. We've got something else in the background going on just above that, like geographically. There's something back there. And it looks like we're climbing the mountain, Mount Coronet. I mean, there's a lot of mountains there, and there's mountains behind us, and that river is also in this screenshot.
The Gen 4 introduced rock climb.
Yeah,
so it would make a
it's
lot of
gonna make
sense if that was available in the game.
Yeah, and may have a big impact. So I think so. Okay, we'll go to the next one right here. This one is showing riding Pokemon. Now, this isn't a Pokemon that he's riding.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck this is.
So
dark
I don't
entity.
know what the heck the other one is either.
It's just a mutated Stantler.
Very, very vague.
Maybe we're seeing, I mean, Gen 4 showed a lot of new evolution forms.
True.
So maybe they're going to show some new forms or some just new Pokemon. I mean,
Yeah, maybe new Pokemon will be added.
because I don't think they're Pokemon.
Yeah, I think they're trying to hide it or make it vague
I
at
mean,
least.
yeah, it looks
keep
like a
vague.
deer with a bee stinger on its butt,
Yeah.
and it has a long beard and 4 legs. I don't know.
We have no
this is
idea.
a new Pokemon if it's not. It's hard to say what area we're looking at here. There's clearly a river. There's so much river.
Yeah, there's a lot of
looking
water,
stuff.
which is
River
interesting.
I don't
for
know if
Sinnoh.
this is the marsh. I just keep going back to it being the marsh,
Could
and maybe
be.
it's not marshy yet.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
water.
Maybe
Well-
it's not inhabited by certain Pokemon yet to make it
a marsh.
In the Safari Zone, there is quite a bit of water, and there is
Yeah.
a lot going on there.
True. Then you got the same Pokeball on the right bottom right corner here, and I don't know. There's some different symbols. You can't quite make them out with these screenshots because they're leaks for one. But yeah, it's hard to say. All right. So, but we will be climbing with Pokemon. We'll be riding with Pokemon. That's good to know. Kind of like what we said we wanted in our other videos.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's a big thing is using the Pokemon in the games. That's huge.
The next one shows flying. Right. So we got a big dialogue on the bottom. I don't know what this is there.
It's huge, and up top
What's
as
that
well.
showing? And we've got another one up top.
Maybe instructions on what you're supposed to be doing or
Yeah.
how to control it.
Yeah, it could be. We've got those same bottom 2 symbols. It's like get in your bag, I assume. And then over here we've got another, that yellow thing again. I don't know if that's your stamina bar or what that is, but it's there. And then you got the Pokeball with the 3 buttons around it again, too. The Pokemon, I don't know this bird Pokemon. I would assume Staraptor, but he's carrying something with his feet. I assume it's us in a basket.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Corviknight ride. Which I don't really like. I wish we were riding on its back, but
Be much cooler.
much cooler.
But at least we know it'll probably be in the overworld because
Yeah.
we still have those buttons.
And it makes me wonder if these are boss Pokemon that we're going to have to fight and tame and bring. It's like Digimon, the original Digimon world where we fought Birdramon and they
Yeah,
can fly us
it's
around.
true.
Yeah, very true.
Maybe that's this. So maybe we don't fly on our own Pokemon. Maybe we fly on these ride Pokemon that we battle as a boss and unlock.
Yeah, that's a
They
cool idea.
Befriend them, and then they
Yeah.
help us.
Befriend them. Yeah, and they help us. If you look in the background, this looks like Mount Coronet, and there's something above it. It looks like a swirling cloud. I don't know if I'm reading into it too much, but maybe that's
No,
something
it's
that
very
Arceus is
true.
starting to break, you know? Maybe they're hinting at that, but that's where it's going to happen.
The gathering of the legends.
Yep. Next shot, this consists of 4 shots. We'll look at the top left one first. It's Rhydon. And we see 2 symbols, an A and a B button next to them. I don't know what the symbols mean. I don't know if that's Japanese or if it's... I don't know. It's clearly you do something, and I think this is our own Rhydon.
Yeah, I imagine they're putting in something to, like hang out with your Pokemon, like bond with them.
Yeah.
Probably build like character together.
Yep. And then bottom left, it looks like a level 80 Rhydon. He's got 317 HP, so probably. You see he's a male. You see his full life bar. Interesting. So we see stats in the life bar there. Yeah, we're just kind of in that grassy area again. But then the one right over from that, we've got Lucario, and it's kind of like a sunset look. We've got his life bar. He's level 11. But here's the kicker. He has 102 HP at level 11.
Holy crap,
That's
Lucario.
impossible. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. Something weird. Maybe they're just testing again. But yeah, he's male, has 102 HP, and he's level 11. That's not possible to have that much HP at level 11. I mean, I test technically with friendship, but you could have him at level 11. But it looks like they're fighting an electric Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys...
I think
can't-
it's Shinx.
Shinx.
Might be a little Shinx.
I think it
You
does
see the
look like little
ears?
Shinx. You can see the ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is some power from a little
Yeah.
Shinx. So Shinx fans, there you go.
Cool animation, too.
Shinx, let's go.
Pretty cool shot there. All right, next one, bottom left now. We've got Lucario again. Oh, yeah, there's the Shinx. It's the same shot, just he's not attacking. Okay, so we do have the same shot. We've got the life bar. And then Shinx. You can see him clearly now. The sun's setting behind us in this shot. You can tell you've got the sunlight right there going down. That's what it looks like to me. So cool. I'm glad to see Time of Day return. On the next one, this is probably the most intriguing one, most interesting one, is we've got like some Japanese words up here. I don't know what's that saying, if it's like boss fight or something, right? Because we see a huge life bar and a giant glowing thing.
Some yellow entity.
Some yellow entity, yeah. If you look close at him, you can kind of make out a face with some eyebrows. It almost is like
I don't know if it's on accident.
Like a far-fetched, like a Sirfetch'd looking thing. It looks like it has a bill and eyebrows. I don't know. It's crazy. But it looks like it has feet, and it looks like it's holding like a big shovel or a Lionel's, a Savage Lionel's thing from Breath of the Wild, but I don't know what it's holding. Maybe this is one of those Pokemon that we just don't know, like in those other screenshots.
Quite possibly. Maybe they don't actually. Maybe it doesn't actually look like that. They're just trying to shock us, throw us for a loop.
And it could be one of those ones where we battle him, unlock him, and when we ride him or something, maybe that's the lost abilities. So I'm starting to think instead of gym leaders, I think we're gonna have this. We're gonna have to level up and get strong enough to take this thing out.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking at it and I don't get anything from it. Like,
Another thing I see
I don't even know what's going on.
We don't have a Pokemon with us in this shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of its ball. And if you look at the bottom right, we see some other symbols. We see a question mark with the X button next to it. If you look right here, it shows like something with horns, antlers. You guys seeing that?
No, a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's that antler Pokemon we saw. I don't know.
So there could be new Pokemon too.
Could be new Pokemon.
Who knows? Maybe it's some ancient Pokemon. Maybe are extinct now that we don't see.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking we are, because what else would those be in this? I don't know. But I think we'll see some new Pokemon. We can see are confirmed. Those are the screenshots of the leaks we've had so far. As far as what I've heard, and I don't know. Do you guys have any final thoughts on what you think of the trailer or what's going to come? We kind of beaten it to death. But.
Yeah, I don't know. Just keep your minds open. I don't know. My mind's very open for what they could possibly do. That's I think we have very little idea of what the game is going to even look like and contain.
It's early on. It's hard to say. Oh, here's another screenshot I found. You can pop this one up too. Look at this thing looking at us. You can tell what that is. It looks like the same thing we saw in the previous shot.
I think it's the thing you ride on. Look at that thing on its head.
Okay. You seen that, Rian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hiding just beneath the hill. Right? It's poking its head out. And this is a zoomed in shot of it, but it's creepy looking. Kind of looks like Majora's Mask right there.
Yeah, it is pretty freaky.
And this is facing the mountain again, but yeah, it's creepy looking for sure.
But yeah, guys, it's gonna be pretty cool to see what's going on. A lot of hints that maybe even like some kind of war going on with the government coming in and all the things that are going on, and with the Pokemon resembling the military. But you never know. I mean, there's definitely something going on here in the Sinnoh region earlier on, and maybe the early 1800s or something. And I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Hopefully we'll get more leaked out soon, and we'll be able to go through that and analyze it and see if we can come up with some more ideas of what's going to be like. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to see more and to have more updates from us. We'll see ya.